Low pressure system coming in that's going to collide with all of this thunderstorm energy. It's known as CAPE, convectively available potential energy radar. Once again, this goes through 8 a.m. today. Harvard out toward Mount Pleasant and all the way out toward Rocky Branch and Naples. Where we're seeing the green and the red meet, that's where we're starting to see that rotation. So it is frigid out there. The good news is we're not tracking any widespread ice. There are just a few patches, mainly on the sides of the roads.
That's largely caused by an area of high pressure which is sliding through the desert southwest, and it is cranking the temperature. All the cities that are circled on this map will likely see record-breaking or near record-breaking heat today.
We have flash flood warnings that have been going up across East Texas, including for parts of the Sabine River. So make sure that you're staying cautious and remembering to never drive into floodwaters. Well, I think I just made a new best friend at the Caldwell Zoo. This is Radish the Hyrax. I'm joined by Dallas Goodwin, keeper of reptiles, and I just got a kiss. Can you tell me a little bit more about what a Hyrax is? According to Dr. Neely, it's unlikely that your pet will look directly at the sun. So you don't need to get lucky here in the eclipse glasses. Hey, and you know, if you're looking for a good day to come see Twisters, maybe early next week would do it when we're having those rain chances. And Dana, I'm ready. I have my slushie. I'm ready. I think I'm going to sneak on in there. Back to you, Dana.
All right, bye, Sarah.
She's going to maintain hurricane status, but we are already starting to see some of the impacts from that. As that storm moves inland, we're going to see very high storm surges. This could be record-breaking for some areas. Thank you, Serenity, and good morning, East Texas. Today is Weather Impact Alert Day. We are tracking 2 rounds of strong storms. The first is on the way this afternoon. Now, we are waking up to just a few scattered showers and mostly dry conditions across East Texas. Scattered showers are now retreating back toward the Dallas area. Really, the bulk of that severe weather at the moment is up to our north in Oklahoma, but we will get our turn with it later today. We're starting as early as 2 p.m. That's when we could see some storms bubble up in our westernmost cities. As we get through the rest of the afternoon and as it gets to parts of Smith, Gregg, Upshur County, we're going to see it pick up steam. So it's that afternoon window when we have the worst of the weather in the forecast. There is a chance for gusty winds, hail, as well as the potential for strong tornadoes. That's what the National Weather Service is saying. Now, this begins to calm down as we hit the afternoon, or I should say the evening hours, but we'll still be dealing with a few random rumbles of thunder through the night. Now, for the afternoon and that secondary severe weather system that's on the way tomorrow morning, we are tracking a rare level 4 out of 5 risk of severe weather. The last time that we saw this in East Texas was over 2 years ago. That's from parts of Smith and Upshur, or I should say parts of Smith and Gregg County for areas up to the north. Make sure that you are staying extra weather aware today. Now, a lot of that is coming from our potential for tornadoes. We're seeing an enhanced risk for the areas shaded in red and an elevated risk for all the areas shaded in yellow on your screen. What I'm watching, though, are these hatched marks. That's the stripes across parts of East Texas. If your area is under one of those stripes, there's a chance that you could see a strong tornado sometime in the next 24 hours or so. That would be an EF2 or higher. So I would encourage you to make sure that you know where your safe place is. Have a conversation with your family and your loved ones so that you and they know where to go. That goes for your home as well as your place of work and school. Your safe place, the lowest level of the building in the most interior room. You want as many walls between you and the outside as possible. And make sure you have 2 ways to receive weather warnings. One can be us here at CBS 19. Another good option is a NOAA weather radio. That is going to be a potential for this afternoon. Remember, though, not all of us are going to see severe weather, but still stay prepared. This is all happening because we have a stationary front, which just keeps meandering back and forth across East Texas. That's what's caused the showers and thunderstorms over the past several days. We're also going to see a temperature split because of it. The 80s for the majority of East Texas, 82 in Tyler, 86 in Henderson, and the 70s from Canton back to Sulphur Springs, which are on the other side of that stationary front this afternoon. Tonight, once again, a split cooler off to the west. We'll see the 60s and 50s overnight there, and then we'll wake up to temperatures in the 80s and 70s for areas along the Louisiana border. Now, this big temperature split also comes along with our next big storm system. That's on the way before sunrise tomorrow morning. We'll have a strong line of thunderstorms slam into parts of the Piney Woods sometime before sunrise. That's going to kick up our winds. We're looking at wind gusts of around 7 70 miles per hour or higher. That continues to make its way through East Texas through the morning, dropping pieces of hail as well as heavy downpours. We're also tracking an elevated tornado risk with this as well for areas north of I-20. That's going to continue all through the day, but really the bulk of it is coming through in the morning. Through the afternoon, we'll have some isolated to scattered thunderstorms as well as a few heavy downpours. A level 3 risk of severe weather is also associated with that for areas off to our east. The big threat, though, is going to be the gusty winds, so make sure that you are staying weather aware. And of course, make sure that you have your emergency wireless alerts turned on. That way, if there is a watch or warning in your area, your phone will buzz and you know to get to your safe place. We have 2 more weather impact alert days today and tomorrow. Things begin to calm down on Sunday. We finally see the return of sunshine on Monday.
It's really, really tough once you go out there, get a hold onto your hat.
It really is. I went out to grab some food a little bit earlier and felt like I was about to get blown away out there.
It's that kind of day.
It is. Now the good news is the worst of the storms have really begun to move out. They're sitting out toward the east coast and continuing to push away from us. Here in East Texas, we're tracking lots of sunshine, but there are lots of breezes. Now we have gotten some reports from tornadoes from the National Weather Service from yesterday. So here's what we're looking at. So far, I've gotten 5 reports, 2 out toward Caddo Parish across the state line, 1 out toward Tyler County just to our south, another near Irving, Texas, and then another one out toward Wise County. The National Weather Service is out conducting more surveys today. We'll continue to bring you the latest as we get more information in. We have a CBS 19 crew en route to set up an interview with them later today. Now, instead of any sort of severe weather today, we are tracking very high winds. Right now they're sitting close to 15, maybe even 20 miles per hour, but our winds could gust up to 35 or even 40 miles per hour through the rest of the afternoon. And that's why we're under a wind advisory all the way through 6 p.m. today. Make sure that you are driving carefully, and really I would recommend staying off of the lake if you were planning on going fishing today. There will be choppy water, and of course make sure that you are watching for any debris in the roadways. I'll tell you how long this wind will last. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Sarah.